Alright lads, so today we got some surprising yet not so surprising news. That is the second Brave Fest banner with the guaranteed step of 6th Anniversary Aizen. And within this video, when you're breaking down the banner, letting you know everything you need to know before you decide summoning on this banner. So the first thing you need to know is that the banner itself is going to drop tomorrow morning for me at 8 in the morning, and it's going to last until the 30th. The second this banner leaves is when we get the end of month banner. But the great thing is that this banner will be out during the time we get end of month news and also the Bankai livestream. So even though 6th Anniversary Aizen is still the best character in the game and someone you eventually want to get your hands on either tomorrow or in the future, I still recommend at least holding out until the 27/26th until we get actual information on what the end of month banner is going to be. You don't want to summon on this banner and then regret summoning on it because end of month has someone that you're maybe looking forward to. We have no idea what end of month is going to be. We can assume what it can be, but again, at the end of the day, that's only going to be assumptions. But what we will know is that on the 26th at 12 PM GMT, we will find out what the end of month characters are going to be, and you definitely want to make sure you have some orbs for that. So I would mostly recommend, if you are deciding to summon on this banner, just hold out a couple days. The banner isn't going anywhere to see what end of month is going to be. If it ends up that you don't really care about end of month, then you can decide to summon on this banner. But if you end up really wanting what end of month can offer, then you might want to summon on that banner. As for the banner itself and the fillers with the rates, it's actually, again, a pretty decent banner, very similar to the first Brave Fest banner, which had Arctic Ichigo. Your only featured 5-star character is going to be 6th Anniversary Aizen, who overall has a 0.7% chance to be pulled, which is actually pretty decent. I saw a lot of people did get Arctic Ichigo. It's lower than an individual banner, but it is higher than a normal banner. And as for the other characters, your other 8 5-stars, they share a 4.3% chance to be pulled. So 5% chance overall to get a 5-star, 4.3 for the other characters, 0.7 for the main characters. Each individual character in the other pool does share a 0.5% pull rate. So individually, they have a lower rate of being pulled compared to Aizen, but when combined, of course, they have a better chance of getting them over Aizen. But Aizen itself, again, does have a 0.7 rate, which isn't too bad. As for the steps itself, you do have to know this. For starters, your first and second step will be discounted. Definitely recommend most beginners out there or new players to do those discounted steps even before the Bankai livestream on the 26th. But after that, do understand that you won't be getting any more discounts. Step 3 onwards is going to cost you 250 euros. So if you do decide to go all the way to step 20, which will guarantee you a 6th Anniversary Aizen, it's only going to cost you 4,850 euros. It does suck that they don't discount 6, 7, 11, 12, and 16, 17. But at the end of the day, you are getting a guaranteed feature character, and you're only going to have to spend around an extra 500 or so orbs. But do keep in mind, outside of the guaranteed Aizen step on step 20, you will also be guaranteed a 5-star on step 5, 10, 15, which is actually pretty nice. And again, once more, at the end of the day, if you do decide to do all 20 steps, you are guaranteed Aizen in the end, which is definitely nice, and that's something that no other banner offers. Whenever you're summoning on a banner, you are never guaranteed to get what you get. And even though I know a lot of people are going to say it's not worth summoning for Aizen because he's a premium character, at the end of the day, if you do decide to summon on this banner, you are getting your value and you know what you're getting. You're not gambling. You're getting something guaranteed, which again is something that no other banner can actually say. And you do have to understand too, the rate itself, 0.7 for Aizen, there is a pretty good chance if you do go to step 20, you will get an Aizen or two by the time you get there. I can only speak for myself and my guildmates, but a lot of them did get multiple Arctic Ichigos on the first Brave Fest banner before even getting to step 20. The step 20 is just there if you get really, really unlucky, but if you have pretty good luck and you may get an Aizen or two, by step 20 you can walk away with a 3 out of 5 Aizen, potentially even more, which is really, really good. But now that we spoke about the banner, let's start talking about the actual characters. The first one, of course, being the main reason why you're even summoning on this banner, 6th Anniversary Aizen. If you see my top 10 videos, tier list videos, or even other content creators videos, you will know that this character is the definitive best character in the game. He is very fun to play around with, and he can clear almost anything, especially if you get dupes. Even without dupes, he's an amazing character. He has the best SA1 in the game, being a very large beam in front of him. His SA2 is a 960 distant AoE into a tracking vortex, which is very, very good, and then his SA3 is a full screen. Visually, this character looks amazing, and then his skills make him even better. He has Frenzy +2, 20% damage at full stamina, weakening and drain on all of his attacks, which means he can instantly just heal himself back up to full HP with that SA2, because you're hitting so many times with a large group of enemies in front of you, it's very easy to stay at full stamina, and it's very easy for an SP character like Aizen, which normally aren't great at auto and hard content. He can easily auto hard content consistent like Inheritance Trials. He's an amazing character with killer, without killer, even without transcendence, he can just clear anything in the game. It's Aizen 2, he's a fan favorite, he looks amazing, he plays amazing, he's definitively the best character in Bleach Brave Souls, and I'm very curious to see how they might top that for the 7th anniversary. And if they do, I'll be shocked because he's almost perfect. Additionally, I do want to mention one thing, in Guild Quest he can be used in basically 4 weeks of Guild Quest. Even in the weeks where he doesn't have a killer damage bonus, you can still use him thanks to his Vortex and the damage he can still dish out. If you saw my recent Human Killer Guild Quest video, we did main with Aizen because he's just that powerful. Even when he doesn't have killer, his Vortex is providing great crowd control that you can essentially use him for every single Guild Quest, which again is something that not many other characters can actually say. And then even in Arena, he's actually still very good because he has the 50% chance to dodge Soripers, so he's still toxic to this day. You can literally use him anywhere, and that's a great thing about this character. He's someone that you're not going to just collect dust. If you want to use him, you can definitely use him. But with Aizen out of the way, let's start talking about the other characters, the other 5 stars that you will be pulling as you do potentially try and get your hands on Aizen. The first one being Spirit Side Ichigo. Ichigo is a speed Soribar with the Hollow Kill ability. His main use is being used in Inheritance Trials because he does have an increased chance of inflicting a status summon against power hollows, which is pretty good. He also does inflict weakening, burn, has a team heal every time you enter another room, and does have frenzy +2. So for his skill set, he's absolutely stacked. However, what does bring him down just a tad bit is the strong attacks that he does have, as they are less than ideal. And additionally, it's also worth mentioning that his skill, the increased chance of inflicting a status summon, which makes him unique to a certain extent, is still not working as intended. He doesn't have that increased chance of inflicting a status summon, which makes him worse than he's supposed to be. So he's definitely good. He's not amazing, he's not bad, but he's definitely good enough, especially when they do get around to fixing him. Please, Keller, fix this character, he deserves it. For Chad, Chad is a heart human with the Sorry Per Kill ability, has a pretty good damage output, and he is a NAD-based character that is mainly there just to be used in Guild Quests. Unfortunately, he does lack Guard Break, which really does suck in my opinion. It means you're not really going to ever use him in normal PvE content. You can, but personally, I don't really recommend it. But for Guild Quests, where he was designed for, more specifically the merely Sorry Per Week of Guild Quests, he is definitely one of your better characters, and if you are struggling for that guild quest, you can definitely throw in Chad if you do get him, because he is providing your team with a boost and a heal, and he himself is doing a lot of damage. Swimsuit Retsu, besides looking very, very nice, especially in that outfit that she does have, is a pretty decent character too. Again, I do rank her as one of the better speed characters in the game. She has a pretty decent strong attack kit with some good strong attacks that definitely do work well with each other for the most part, weakening our attacks, heal on a soul bomb with weakened defense, and most importantly, she is a link slot character, so by using her in Inheritance Zone, you are guaranteed 5 power potions. So if you are maybe looking for someone to farm potions with, especially in IZ, getting your hands on this Retsu is something that you might want to actually consider. The next character is going to be Power Nanao, a very controversial character. Some would rate her very high like myself, and some would rate her very, very low. She is a character that by herself isn't really anything too amazing, but when paired with a very good team, she excels the team to a different level, and that's mainly due to the fact that she does have a 20% strong attack damage buff to power attribute Soripers, and some of the better power characters are indeed Soripers, so they get to use that. Additionally, she does have an SA2, which is a boost, and a Soul Bomb, which can actually provide a shield, which is actually pretty nice. Additionally, she's also a coin drop character, and she also does have the increased droplet chance, so you can at least farm droplets with her too. She has a lot of usage as a support and can be very, very useful. It just really comes down to if you want to play that support role. Shinji is your next character. He is a technique character that is semi-decent, has an okay damage output, okay skill set, very similar to the Ichigo that we talked about earlier today in this video. But unfortunately, Shinji doesn't really have anything going for him that makes him very special, and he's quite an average character. He's not bad. You can definitely still use him. He has a lot to be desired from these strong attack kits. But again, if you are a Shinji fan, he isn't bad. I don't want to give the impression that he's bad, but he's nothing amazing. And even though I pulled him when he first came out, I've never really used him. But just because I haven't used him doesn't mean you might never get a use out of him. He's a very decent character and can definitely be had fun with if you do enjoy playing with this Shinji. White Ichigo is a speed sniper with the no affiliation kill ability. He's a very cool character with his design, and most importantly, a very good character when it comes to the NAD build. Many do the fact that he does have Flurry +1, a pretty high bruiser, and also guard break, which makes him useful outside of guild quests, for example in PvE content. I wouldn't really recommend taking him to co-op content since he is melee based, but in normal PvE content or twin content, for example, he's definitely a good character. Good in guild quests as a main or a side character, good in epic raids when he is a bonus, and also very useful in Sankamon. So pretty good character to have, nothing too amazing, but still a good character to have nonetheless. As for Lisa, Lisa has a pretty good strong attack kit with a good damage output, does support the team with her team buff. Nothing amazing once more, but the great thing about her is that, again, she is also a linked character. So where using her in your IZ lobby, you will be guaranteed 5 additional mind pots. So 4 of them guarantees you 20 additional mind pots. She's a very decent character, definitely worthwhile using in Inheritance Zone if you need to farm potions. If you do, again, like a hot character for farming mind potions, this is the Lisa that you might want to get your hands on so you can actually get accepted into lobbies and actually host your own and just get carried by, you know, others that may be using Aizen, for example. She's a good character. Again, nothing too amazing, nothing too bad. Does have a usage in IZ, so you can't really go wrong with pulling her. And then lastly, we have Spirit Society Rangiku, who again, once more, is actually a pretty decent character. She herself is a mind sniper with the no affiliation kill ability, does have weakening on all of her attacks, and has a pretty good strong attack kit. She is the oldest character in this banner, I believe, coming out in 2019, but that doesn't really make her bad. She can still definitely be used in today's meta. Again, she isn't as good as the newer characters in the game, but she isn't bad. She can definitely still be used in content, especially if you are a Rangiku fan, because you don't really have that many good Rangikus out there, and I still think she is the best Rangiku in the game. So overall, that is this month's Brave Fest banner featuring 6th Anniversary Aizen guaranteed on Step 20. Again, going all into Step 20 is something that you have to decide for yourself. The banner does have some value, mainly with this Aizen, and the fillers themselves are actually pretty decent. It does feature 2 Linkster characters and 1 Droplet character, alongside some very useful characters that you will definitely put to use if you do get them on your account. For any new players out there, I definitely recommend doing the first 2 discounted steps, and if you do want to continue going in on this banner, that comes down to you. For myself, as someone that I just recently started an account, I definitely will be doing some summons on this banner, because as a new player, you have access to thousands and thousands of orbs when you can afford to do a few steps in this banner, at least go into step 5. For any veterans out there, that you probably already know what you're summoning for, it's probably best for you to summon on the limited banners. That should be this upcoming End of Month Spirits Are Forever With You banner, because they offer more rare characters that are more valuable with a limited orb source. But with that said, if you lads are summoning on this banner, I do wish you good luck. Hopefully you get what you want in a very short amount of summons, and in the comments below, let me know if you lads are actually going to be summoning on this banner. With that said, hope you guys did enjoy the video. I'll see you lads next time. Peace.